Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for our radio audience tuning in here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also tuning in with our friends worldwide, thanks to iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could be with us as well. But if you ever realize that the importance of going for your goals and dreams, our next guest, I think, will definitely inspire you. We're excited to welcome Chef Amber So to our broadcast today. She's someone who's not only been able to share her love of cooking, but also people as well. She's involved in a special competition this year as well. We're going to talk to her not only about that experience and sharing her own story, but also what it's been like for her to inspire others along the way, too. Amber So, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me, Mr. Webb. I appreciate that.
Yeah, the pleasure is definitely all mine. And please call me Cyrus. I'm old. I'm old, but not that old.
No.
Look,
you got it.
I appreciate that. But look, so I want to talk about this experience for you because you've been able to share, as I mentioned, your love of cooking with the world, but also, of course, your love of life, too. What has it been like for you to see how you've been able to not only pursue your own dreams, but also to inspire other people?
It is amazing. I feel like everything I go through in life isn't just for myself. It's for other people, too. Those who I'm getting ready to meet, those who I'm about to help. And it's been amazing. You'll be surprised how much we try to fake and be someone else only to find out that our authentic self is what resonates with people. And for me, that has just been the case where people gravitate towards you because with something within you, they see within themselves. And once you start talking and you share stories, you realize no matter where you are in life, no matter where they are, you have a lot of similarities.
Yeah, so true. I noticed when I was prepping for this segment with you, Amber, that one of the things that you credit for this journey is your mother. Talk to us about how she's inspired you and what it's been like for you to take that inspiration with you.
My mom is an amazing person. My mom, I've always noticed that everything she did with love. She did from wholeheartedly. Didn't think of herself first at all. She just did. And I took a lot of those lessons with me throughout life, and they've helped me get as far as I am now. To treat people how I want to be treated, I'll pretty much say that. Those Southern values, treat people with respect, put your heart in whatever you do, be the best at whatever you do. And so far, like I mentioned, it has gotten me as far as I am.
Yeah, and I think the thing about you is that, of course, we're talking about, your journey as a chef, but also I think it goes for anyone listening, Amber, to realize what they've been able to do in life. Talk to us about your love of food. When did you first discover that?
Oh, wow. My overall journey has been a very different one, okay? And my love for food, of course, came from being from the South, seeing your mom in the kitchen, cooking, doing her thing. Everybody has that story, but that is really true for me. But my story is a little deeper than that. For me, it's more so honestly choosing myself over circumstance, going after what I wanted and being able to be unapologetic for it. I didn't want anyone to put a cap on my creative potential. So for myself, I created a lane for me when I felt no doors were open. Of course, being from the South, food is amazing, of course, I put my my knowledge and my experience in the healthcare field, and I also put that into the love of being able to create great things to better help my people. When I say better help my people, I mean more so in the instance of we have one of the highest rates of obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol issues, and I wanted to be able to be a part of fixing the problem and not the problem itself. And people have this mentality where they're like, you know what, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. But no, you need to fix it because the long-term effects outweigh the now. Right. And so I wanted to create something where people could indulge and love great food at the same time as prepared in a way that's better for you. Also, at the same time, it is good for you. Whether it be plant-based options or preparation, within itself, it is a better way of eating.
Got that. And I think that says a lot about you, Amber, that you want to be able to help others. It's not just about you. It is about being able to help other people, which brings us to the competition, because I think what's so cool about this, and, of course, anyone who watched the show Top Chef on Bravo. Of course, we all know who Carla Hall is and what she's been able to do now and being able to present this great opportunity. First of all, here you are, being able to compete for this amazing prize, but also to use your platform in such a big way. I noticed when I was prepping for this, Amber, you said you not only wanted to do this for yourself and for your son, but also to help others. So how did you find out about the competition?
Honestly, it's one of those things of choosing yourself. So I think I happen to be on social media or online, I know that. And I happened to see something. And you know what I started, honestly, Cyrus, I started to just pass by. I said, oh, okay, this is not, no. But something within me, I'll be honest, and something within me was like, you know what, girl, go ahead and apply, see what they're talking about. And believe it or not, I applied for it and forgot about it. And when I got the email stating that I was chosen to be one of the participants, I was just like, And it was an amazing opportunity because one of those things of you looking at yourself and looking back on the choices that you make and being like, you know what, I'm happy that I decided to go for what I felt I wanted to do versus what I thought it was. Yeah. And that's how I found out about it.
I want to, if you don't mind, I want to share, Amber, what you wrote on your Facebook page in a reel, because I think it says a lot. Not only, of course, when you announce to your audience, to your fans and supporters about the opportunity, it says a lot about your faith and the role in this. You wrote, when God show up, be ready for God to show out. And then, of course, you announced about the competition, but then you said this, I did this on a whim. I almost doubted the opportunity and let it pass me by, but something within me said, go for it and trust the process, so I did. What has it been like for you to believe in yourself? Because that's something that is not easy for a lot of people, and a lot of people, honestly, as you know, don't do it. What has it been like for you to see what happens when you do believe in you?
I'm not going to lie to you. Sorry, it makes me a little emotional. When you step out on faith, now, I've always been a person who knew that the traditional life was not for me, Mm-hmm. I always felt like if a door wasn't open for me, I wanted to create my own. And I remember working a 9-to-5 job in the healthcare field and always going to work and it just not be what you expect for it to be. People are oftentimes sad. Of course, they're sick and going through different things. But something about myself, I always was able to bring light out of those people and create friends when they felt like they didn't have any. And I wanted to use that platform, and I realized I was much more than that moment. Not saying I was better than anyone, but I was much bigger than that moment, to the point that I knew my purpose a long time ago, and I knew that helping people was it. And I knew ministry in some type of way was it, but I didn't know how. And I realized that people seem to connect when it comes to food. We even dance, and sing when we get ready to eat. But to say I quit my job. Honestly, my mama didn't know right away. I quit my job, and I took a chance on myself. And honestly, I was in need of a car and some more stuff at that time. And honestly, I promise you, the moment I chose myself, God showed up. God was already in the mix, but God showed up and showed out. Immediately once I quit my job, this is not for everybody though, but when I quit my job, the very next day, I got a new car that I had applied for. Also, I happened to meet a girl along the way, and she was in a store, and I just happened to be talking to her before about what I've done. And next thing you know, she connected me with this other guy and created a platform when I was almost at a point of giving up on myself. Wow. And I said, you know what, Amber, just go ahead and do it. And I stepped out of the box. I went out and I met people, and I networked in ways that I would never network before, and I was just being genuinely me, and people gravitated towards that. I booked my first celebrity client shortly after that, and since then I've been that girl as far as an industry person. And, of course, I don't, show everything on social media because, to me, I love what I do. It was a hobby first, and then it just became my life. But I truly, 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 truly enjoy what I do. But I took a chance on myself, and I have no regrets about it. God was mentioning my name in rooms that I hadn't even walked in yet. And my track record so far has been amazing. I'm not going to be that person to say it's been perfect and every day I got this, I got that. No, life comes with struggles. But as long as you have belief and you're willing to get out and do the work and put yourself aside and learn how to be of service to other people. See, everyone wants to be in the forefront, but nobody wants to be behind the scenes and make things happen. It's okay to be the behind the scenes person, because when it's time for you to shine, sweetheart, you're going to shine. But in the background, do the work do the work. So therefore, the progress shows for itself what you're capable of.
Such a great point, and such a great message, I think, Amber, for all of us to keep in mind. And again, you said to me the thing that is so important, that is, don't be afraid to do the work. A lot of times people want the rewards, but they don't want the work that gets to the rewards, right? And so that is such a big deal for sure. So, when you made that post that I referenced on Facebook, and we're going to let our audience know, of course, how to stay connected with you, as well as how they can vote for you, Amber, but what was it like to see the outpouring of love that came your way when you made the announcement?
You know what? That was really, 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 really amazing, to the point that it made me emotional, because I'm a person who, I stay in my own lane, Cyrus. I can love a person from afar, okay?
Yeah.
But it don't mean I wish bad on anyone. I'm always the first to support someone and just be that girl. But you might not hear from me often. So for me to make that announcement, I got the outpour of messages, that came through, and people were like, how can I vote for you? How can I? It just felt really, really, really good. And I think it was a great thing, too, for the community to have come from where I came from. And I love where I'm from, and I'm not ashamed of it at all. But to have come from where I came from, and people, it gave them, I think, a sense of purpose. It made them feel really good that one of our own is doing something with themselves, and it just feels really good. It felt really, really good, and it still feels good to know that I had that type of support.
Such a great thing, and I love the fact that the community is able to show that love and the support for you. So again, everyone, we've been speaking with Chef Amber Soule. We're talking with her not only about her journey and her career, but also what it's been like for her to have her hard work being recognized. As we mentioned here, she's one, of course, the individuals you can vote for now with this great opportunity for your favorite chef, featured by the one and only Carla Hall. So we're going to make sure that we post the link for them to be able to click on there, Amber, to be able to go to, but let them know how can they stay connected with you online?
Sure. You can definitely stay connected with me on Instagram at the A Soul Experience. That's THE, I believe, _A_SOUL _experience. EXPERIENCE. I think about it myself. But yes, it's the A Soul Experience. Also, Cyrus, if you don't mind, can I mention something else really quick?
Of course, sure.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, with this contest, I didn't know initially how they would roll out everything until it actually went live. So I want to tell people, thank you so much for the support. You are able to get a vote a day, every 24 hours for free. Anything outside of that you want to donate to get more votes, you definitely can. That's not a must that you do, but I truly appreciate those that do it. The proceeds from that do not go to me, okay? They go to the James Beard Foundation, which is a foundation for creatives such as myself that Chef Carla Hall is associated with. So with that being said, I just want everyone to know, free votes every day, every 24 hours, but anything outside of that you can do on your own, but it's not an obligation.
Got you. And I appreciate you sharing that. I actually did I know they had a minimum $10, so I went ahead and did the $10. So definitely you guys can be able to do that to submit additional votes for Amber. So make sure you guys, if you can, take advantage of that. And also do her a favor and do what I'm doing as well. Make sure you guys share it as well, because even if you can't do the additional, make sure you do share it with your audience so that they can be able to vote for her as well. Again, everyone, Chef Amber Soule has been our guest. Amber, congratulations to you again. Really appreciate this time today, and looking forward to speaking with you again.
Thank you again. Same here, sir. Talk to you soon.
All right, and we thank you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live.